questions from explain the biological trait theory. Now, according to Eisen, he said that personality consists of three main dimensions. What are they? Now, introversion, it refers to a person that who is shy, who wants to reserve, or whereas the extroversion is just the opposite of it. That is, it refers to the sociableness, outgoing nature of the person. So this trait is similar to the extroversion trait in the Big Five theory that we have just seen in the five-factor theory. So the emotional stability, it refers to the consistency or our mood swings, the control of the moods and the emotional control. And on the other hand, the neuroticism dimension, which is also there in the big five or five-factor theory, you have seen the neuroticism. So it is similar with this five-factor theory, and the that means the constraint traits, it refers to the ability to control our impulses, and this is similar to the consciousness traits by the big five. So the names are just different, but you have seen that if you get any question like what are the relations of this five-factor theory and biological trait theory, then I think you will be able to give the differences. So mainly they are similar, but the names are actually different. Sometimes the names are also similar. So the constraint theory, it refers the ability to control the impulses, and this is similar to the consciousness traits of the big five that I told you. Now just see the diagram that you have in the study material, page 27. See, there is an arrow upward in the upward direction, that is the neurotic, which is the unstable situation of our mind. And see the downward direction, it means the emotionally stable person. And on the left hand side, it is the introversion, and on the right hand side, the extroversion. Now, the neurotic or the unstable side, there you can find that the anxiousness, moody, pessimistic, quiet, reserved, rigid, then sober, unsociable. So these are the some common characteristics of a neurotic behavior, or which comes under the introversion part of the personality. And on the other hand, just on the right hand side, just the opposite, see the active, aggressive, changeableness, excitable, impulsive, optimistic. So these are just the opposite of this introversion part on the right hand side. And the emotional stability, which is the arrow which goes downward. See on the left hand side of it, there is the calm, careful, controlled, even-tempered, passive, peaceful, reliable, and thoughtful. This comes under the left-hand side of introversion, and just on the opposite side, that is the extroversion part, it carries the carefree nature, easygoing, that person possesses a leadership quality, lively, he or she may be lively, outgoing person, responsive, sociable, and also very much talkative. So these are the neurotic, then emotionally stable, introversion and extroversion, beautifully described by Eisen in his biological trait theory. Now, this biological trait theory, according to Isaac, the personality traits such as introversion or extroversion are affected by some biological processes. Now, what are these biological processes? They are number one, the RAS, the reticular activating system, which it leads to differences between introversion and extroversion, and also the control of impulsivity or the arousal. It refers to the level of excitement or excitation ranging from low arousal, that is during the sleep, and to the high arousal, that is when we are in the panic situation or we are worried or we are anxious, etc. So each individual has an optimal level of arousal that helps him to function effectively. But when it exceeds, then he or she has some mental problem to control the panic. That means the panic attack. You must be heard of these terms: the panic attack, the phobia. So these type of psychological problems, it exists. So the introverts have high arousal level, and so they are very sensitive to any type of stimulus. But on the other hand, the extroversions, they actually they love to face the interview. They love in the public speaking, mixing with the peers. They are more sociable, they are more affirmative, etc. Now, this neuroticism is explained in terms of some sympathetic nervous system or visceral brain. Now, in the biological or the biopsychology, there I taught you in the uh, maybe that chapter, the brain or the functions and structures of brain or the nervous system. So it is this neuroticism, it is explained in terms of that sympathetic nervous system. There are two nervous systems that you know, that the parasympathetic and sympathetic. So this is under this sympathetic nervous system, and it talks about the lower threshold for activation in the visceral brain in case of this neuroticism. And mostly this are responsible for any type of irritability, any type of anxiousness, or a person who easily upsets in each and every situation, emotional instability, etc. Okay, so these are the main components of this biological theory, biological trait theory by Isaac. Then the next slide, it is about the behavioral approach and the behavioral inhibition system. Now, according to Jeffrey Gray in 1982, he said that, or he described rather, the behavioral approach system, BAS, and the behavioral inhibition system. Now, this BAS, it means the go system. That means it is characterized by some stimulus seeking and the reward orientation. That means we always do something to get any type of reward. So that is our aim. So this is the BAS of the go system. And on the other hand, BIS is the stop system. Stop system. That means the stop system of the brain that inhibits the behaviors as it may lead to anxiety. So this is the go system, and this is just the opposite, that is the stop system, or it always inhibits the behavior which can lead to an anxiety. So the individual here wants to avoid any type of punishment or any type of um, bad experience, etc. Hmm. So BIS can be linked to the previous neuroticism, and BAS it can be linked or related with the extroversion part. So see, the names are different, hmm, but the actual concept or the idea of all these theories are mostly linked and interrelated with each other. So this was all about the behavioral approach system and the behavioral inhibition system. Then comes the next part, that is the Indian perspective on self and personality. Now, according to the Indian perspective, there were various research on this, and by comparing the Western and the Indian perspectives on or how to describe the self or personality, and um, in it advocates mainly the individualistic orientation to self and emphasizes the independence and uniqueness of the self. Whereas in the Indian culture or in the Indian cultural tradition, it views that self as the relational and contextual. So the Indian perspective, it highlights the interdependent self in two types of self construal. So they are number one, the independent self, and number two, the interdependent self. Now, independent self, it was proposed by Marcus and Kitayama in 1991. So the interdependent self, it focuses more on the family and the social context and the attributes of self and personality, and more plural and fluid. But the on the other hand, the independent self, it means the person himself, that how he works independently. So that is the main two aspects of self described in the Indian perspective. Now, according to Bhagavad Gita, the Indian scripture, it mentions that there are three types of personality. The personality traits or components may be like the sattva, rajas, and the tamas. Now, what do you mean by this? Now, these three are known as the three gunas. So, it is an Sanskrit word, you know. So, three gunas or three guns. Gunas means the qualities, the good qualities or the tendencies. So, these three are known as the three gunas. Now, what is the sattva? It refers to the mainly the spiritual aspect. That means a person who possesses the good nature, peacefulness, and a balanced personality. That means in each and every situation, he or she may be able to control his impulsivity, his anxiousness, etc. He is sociable to some extent. So these are all the balanced personality. Then the next one is the rajas. It refers to the energetic part. That person is active in each and every situation. He or she may be ambitious, fiery type, and action oriented personality. So that means it is mainly related with the extroversion part of the IGNOU and the five factor trait theory. Then comes the tamas. Tamas means it refers to the negative aspect of our personality. That means mainly the neurotic traits that Eisen's and the five factor theory they explained. So the tamas, it means a negative aspect of our personality, like the anger, fear, laziness, and all the negative emotions that we possess. So all these three aspects of personality are there in each individual. And however, one type may predominant than the other. That means if sattva or sattva, it dominates the tamas, then obviously the negative personality we will not show, or we will not be able to um, show the negative personality or the aspects in the society. So one of the three, it should dominate the others, and the interplay of these three are known as the gunas that I told you. That means the qualities or the tendencies. And Ayurveda, it also mentions about the three doshas. Doshas means the any wrong, or any what will I say, any wrong doing or any wrong actions. So the combination of which makes each individual unique in his or her nature and personality. Now, these doshas, it includes the vata, pitta, and kapha. So, what is this vata? Vata, it relates to the space and air. The space where we are living and the air, that means what we are breathing. So, the space and the air, it is actually the vata. Then pitta, it relates the fire and water. Fire means anything that is action oriented or which is hot, that you all know that these are the characteristics of fire. And water, just on the opposite of fire, that means calm, cool. So these are the actually it relates the pitta. And kapha, it relates again with the water and earth. That means water, the calmness, and the earth. That means the mother earth where we are living. So these three actually components are mentioned in the Ayurveda, and it is also known as the three doshas. Now, each individual will have a prominent dosha and reflecting the properties of his or her personality. Now, for example, the vata dominate the person will be typically more active. Then if pitta dominates personality, will be fiery type. That means very he or she may be very outspoken, or maybe others may actually become worried or shaky if that person talks with the other society or other members of the society. And when all these three doshas are in proper portion, in just in the right portion, and in the individual personality, then we can say that yes, this person is or possesses some balanced personality. That means all of these three things, they actually they are present in the right portions. Now, this after this slide, the next slide is about the 5 aspects of the self according to the Tattiriya Upanishad. Now, there it is mentioned that the Annamaya Kosh, the Pranamaya Kosh, the Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanama Kosh, and the Anandamaya Kosh. This Annamaya Kosh, it refers to all the physical aspect of the body, all anything that it refers to the physical body. Then the Pranamaya Kosh, it refers to the life inside the body. That means the heart is pumping the blood. So it is going on. We are taking the oxygen from the air, and so this is a life that goes inside our body and which keeps the body functional through that I just said now, that is through breathing, that means the respiratory system, and other internal processes, maybe the circulatory system, the nervous system, and all other excretory system, etc. So This pranamaya kosh, it refers to the life inside the body that is going on, the circulation of the blood and the process that is going on, the functional process. Then the manomaya kosh, it refers to the man, that means the mind, and it includes anything that is the cognitive aspect, like the processing of thoughts, how we are thinking, and the emotions based on the input, that means how we will react, what are the situations and what are the proper emotions that we will present, then receive from the sense organ like the eye, ear, nose, touch, mouth, etc. So it refers actually the mind or the process, the mental processes that goes on in our mind or brain. Then comes the Vinamaya Kosh, that means it refers to the intellect, that means the cognitive part that helps in knowing the world. How we are knowing, that means the perception, the memory that we are storing, what is the right thing that we should store in our memory so that in the future we can recollect or recognize that particular thing. So that is the intellect or the cognitive aspect. It refers to the intellect and cognitive aspect. Then, so these are all mentioned in the Tattariya Upanishad. So these are the 5 aspects of self mentioned there. Please mute yourself. Please don't disturb the class. Please don't disturb the class. Now please mute yourself. You are disturbing the class. Okay? Then Vinamaya Kosh, it refers to, I told you, that means the intellect and the cognitive aspects. And the Anandamaya Kosh, it refers to the innermost layer, which refers to attainment of the internal joy or bliss. That means in which situation we are happy, what are the internal joy, how we express ourselves during the joy or any happiness, etc. So that is the Anandmaya. It is an Sanskrit, it came from a Sanskrit word. So these are the 5 aspects of self according to Tattariya Upanishads described. Now lastly, the Vedanta or the tradition of India, it conceptualized personality in terms of karma. Karma means doing of a person. So as a person's action or responses or any type of behavior, maybe it is good or bad, he will be it will be added to the karma phala or the consequences in life. So the ultimate goal of life is to have no more karma and achieve liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So that means if we actually our main goal mentioned in Upanishad, that is if we do any good things, then we will not come again, or we will not rebirth, or this is a cycle of birth and death. So if there is any negative karma fall, then again we have to take the birth and we will be again in this cycle of birth and death. So this can be achieved by practicing a detachment in one's life. That means we came in this earth when we were alone, and after the death also there is no that person goes alone. So that is the main thing, the or how to practice the detachment in one's life. So that is very important. So this is all about the personality mentioned in the Indian perspective in Upanishad, in Ayurveda, and in the Bhagavad Gita. So now you can ask any question. Now one thing, this is your homework. You do all the answers to self-assessment questions. See, I will ask you in the next class randomly. Okay, so you please solve these questions. Go through the chapters. So this is a very important chapter of personality, the theories of personality. Now after this chapter, I will start the next chapter, that is the assessment of personality. So now if you have any question, you can ask me. I'm stop presenting this PPT. Okay, just a minute. Yes. Yes, now you can ask. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have any question? Yes, Ayantika? Shomo?
No, ma'am. Don't have any question. Clear the chapter. I have cleared.
Okay. Yes, Akshika?
Ma'am, concept
Rudra
is clear,
Samanto?
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, anyone else? Do you have
Excuse
any
me,
question? Yes, Rudra?
ma'am. Is there BP practicals in BPCC 103? Means where we have to go? Actually, I don't know. So, what we have to do
See,
according?
in the study materials, it is
Yes, ma'am.
everything is mentioned. Just see
But
the
ma'am,
study material.
one thing I want to ask you means, ma'am, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? Ma'am, are you from
Yes.
Muralidhar Girls College teacher, or ma'am, which college teacher actually? They are actually shifting the colleges. One first they got Ashwini Datta, then after that Muralidhar. So they're shifting. So I don't know actually where to go and ask the things. In Muralidhar, they are saying that there is no BAPC and there is only MAPC. So I don't know what to do. I was actually thinking of to shift to Ashutosh College where there is BAPC. So where to submit the practicals, this and that's the
Can
main
I
problem.
interrupt?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, they might have changed the study center code. You have to log into your account on the IGNOU website, and they have changed the study center code to Bagh Bazaar Women's College if you're
Yes,
from
yes,
Kolkata.
yes. They told me that they will change to Bagbazar, but is there means psychology in Bagbazar College, Bagbazar Women's College?
Yes. Everyone is everyone's
Hello,
study
Manjima,
center.
can I interrupt if you don't mind?
Yes, please.
मैं कॉलेज गया था, जैसे मेरी तुमसे बात हुई थी ना कॉलेज आने के लिए,
हाँ.
तो मैं कॉलेज विजिट किया था. दे टोल्ड मी कि हम थोड़ा लेट से पहुंचे थे. दे टोल्ड मी टू विजिट ऑन सैटरडे एंड संडे फ्रॉम 2 PM to 4 PM.
Okay, so if you haven't checked
And ma'am
already,
will be only available during this period.
Actually, there is we can't go to, like, I am actually interrupting in between. So the thing is, Ashwini Datta has been changed to Muralidhar College, and now you have that there is no offline classes, so you have to visit to RC Kolkata to get the information, whatever you want. They are not allowing us to enter the college, so just they even did not take our assignments even, so you have to visit RC Kolkata for that.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
See, guys, if you are having any issues, we can do one thing. After the class ends, we will be joining another meet. There we can discuss every sort of problem. That will be.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
Clear.
Yes, it will help you.
Yes, that will be like good idea.
Yeah. I will be creating everything. No issues. Just join the group. Okay.
Join the group.
Because
Excuse
Saturday,
me,
She can
Because
able to
Saturday-
join you people on the group or even.
Yes, yes. I sent you the number, right? Do text me. I will be sending you the link. Join from that
Yeah,
link.
yeah. I also just
Yes,
texted
yes,
my
yes, yes,
email
yes.
number. I can also join them, so
Mm-hmm.
they can just go through that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Really got a link
Yes.
for this class, and I just joined and saw we are in the middle of the class, and I cannot understand anything what's going on. So I really badly need a help. Sorry, ma'am, for this interruption, but then I have no clue about this class at all. I did not get any meet link. Already I'm getting to know that there was a certain assignments that needs to be submitted or something like that. So मुझे
Actually, the classes are going on from April.
from
If
April.
Yes.
OMG.
So it is your duty to gather all the informations regarding your class. Nobody will help you, Antika. So you just go to the
Ma'am, we have
RC
to just check
Kolkata
the
office.
website even. We can just the RC Kolkata website even, so that
Or one,
daily we
yes.
have to check that.
Now, one thing you can do, you can see that these classes are also recorded in the YouTube and also maybe in the Facebook.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you can also see the classes from there.
All right,
Yes.
I can do that.
Yes.
So
Well,
any
So, ma'am,
exams or anything?
ma'am, so
hello.
I want to ask you something. So, is it that final that there is psychology in Bagbazar Women's College, or they told me that they will shift to Bagbazar Women's College, but they didn't actually.
Yes,
Now
there
see,
is.
actually, I will take your class and now it is in the online mode.
Okay, okay.
So now what's the issue of thinking all about this?
Listen,
ma'am,
I
listen.
will
Can I
make,
interrupt?
yes,
So the study center is where you're supposed to submit your assignment, okay? But the
Yes,
classes
yes,
are going online, so
yes.
there's no use of attending classes offline because classes are not held offline. So अगर तुम्हारे बाग बाजार में shift हुआ है, if it's shifted to बाग बाजार, you have to submit the assignment at the study center, okay? So that's
Yes, but
about it.
yes,
This
but
time the assignments have been taken in RC Kolkata.
yes, ma'am. They are taking
Okay.
RC Kolkata only. But the main problem is that where we will do the practicals. Practicals कहाँ होगा, ma'am? मतलब वो क्या ऑनलाइन नहीं
Practicals
होगा?
का information exam के बाद मिलेगा.
वो एग्जाम के बाद में होगा? अच्छा, फिर तो बहुत
हाँ.
अच्छा है. They told actually कि it will be held in online only. So
now you prepare yourself for the written exam. Okay.
yes, ma'am. It's near only. It's very near.
Ma'am, will you check the paper? It will be sent to Delhi or somewhere else.
That I will not tell you. Sorry, dear. That I am not
Well,
supposed to tell
madam,
you.
well, madam, online class is only for this BPCC 103. What about the other subjects?
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask you this. Is it for only for 103 or?
Now see,
102
now
also
I
is
will,
already I guess completed almost, like it is covered.
yes. Now first I will complete this 103 and after that I will let you know about the other papers. If I will continue it or other ma'am will continue.
And
Okay,
ma'am,
that
First
means
I
BPCC.
have
this is
to,
the. Okay, that means that 103 is the first subject we are taking on.
No,
Online.
103,
No,
102
no.
has already been completed almost in the previous classes.
Oh my God! But I have not attended. I did not get.
It's okay.
You also
You
didn't
can
get
visit
it.
to YouTube channels or page. You can get the
YouTube
classes which
channels
are
has almost incomplete
available over there.
videos. So YouTube videos are almost like incomplete
YouTube
ones. So
channel.
you
What is
can
the
just
link?
get
Can you tell me?
the Facebook ones.
Okay,
How to
ma'am.
search
Sure, ma'am.
those idea? Could you please share the link of those classes?
Just go to the Facebook and search the IGNOU RC Kolkata like that official. So from there you can just subscribe to that, just like that channel, and then you can, if you not like even also like that, you can just search that and just you can just scroll down and you can just see the classes there which has been recorded.
Okay, Manjima, I would like to suggest that you can arrange one Google Meet once in a week and all the email IDs will get from the copy section of this link. So I think that it will be helpful for everybody.
Also, how to get the
So
link
there
of
are
the next class?
yes, there are some personal WhatsApp group also. So one of
Yes,
these
ma'am.
add the others.
I guess
Ma'am,
we
this
all
will be a
need
better
to be
Please
idea.
that.
add. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, there is a WhatsApp group. Even you are there in that group. So, ma'am, you are the admin, so I could text you some numbers I just received on the email, and you could add them in the group as well.
So Bornali, you just
Yes,
contact
ma'am.
with them. You please
Okay,
contact
ma'am.
with the others and join the numbers. Add the numbers, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And before the
Ma'am,
class,
I guess how I have already given the mail here. Also, Srija actually joining everyone. So I have already given the mail. So if they give me the numbers on the mail, then I can join them.
Excuse
okay,
me,
so
can you email me?
do all this.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
हेलो मैम दिस इज प्रणति मैम प्लीज़ थोड़ी हम लोगों को बोलिए कि हम लोग क्या पढ़े कैसे पढ़े कोई सजेशन होगा क्या कैसे करें तैयारी नहीं तो फेल कर जाएंगे तो एक प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो कैसे पढ़े मैंने क्या करें हम तो कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है और हमारा
First of
हिंदी
all,
भी बोलिए
আচ্ছা আমি বাংলায় বলছি ঠিক আছে নাও ইটস অল রাইট
ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
পারফেক্ট হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা দেখো তোমাদের এখন চিন্তা হওয়ার কিছু নেই কেননা তোমাদের এই স্টাডি মেটেরিয়ালস ইট ইজ এনাফ ফর ইউ ইট ইজ এনাফ ফর ইউর এক্সাম নাও বিফোর দ্য এক্সাম আই উইল ডেফিনেটলি গিভ ইউ সাম সাজেশনস হ্যাঁ আমি কিছু সাজেশন নিশ্চয়ই দেবো কিন্তু প্যানিক করার কিছু নেই যে পেপারটা ধরবে যদি 102 ধরো ইউ কমপ্লিট 102 প্রথমে শেষ করো 102 তাতে পিছনের যে সমস্ত কোয়েশ্চেন্স গুলো আছে সলভ অল দিস ওকে দেন ইউ উইল বি এবল টু কমপ্লিট দ্য চ্যাপ্টার দ্য 102 ফর এক্সাম্পল এরকম যে কটা পেপার নিয়েছো সেই কটা পেপারকে ভালো করে পড়ো ডেফিনেটলি আমি পরীক্ষার আগে একদিন সাজেশন নিশ্চয়ই দেব পুরো বই না পড়লে ইউ উইল নট বি এবল টু রাইট দ্য অ্যান্সার্স কেননা প্রত্যেকটা কোয়েশ্চেন কিন্তু অনেক ছড়িয়ে থাকে আর তোমরা প্যাটার্নটা নিশ্চয়ই প্রিভিয়াস কোয়েশ্চেন্স থেকে দেখেছো বর্ণালী তুমি একটু সেন্ড করে দাও ওদের প্রিভিয়াস কোয়েশ্চেন্স গুলো যাতে ওরা একটা আইডিয়া পায়
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ম্যাডাম থ্যাংক ইউ
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question. Right now we did the Indian perspective on self and personality, but can you define what the self they are trying to explain it over here? Is it about the ego that we have?
Self. Sorry?
Yeah, what the self?
Okay.
The term self that they are explaining over here. What is this self that they are trying to explain?
That is aham, me.
Means the ego.
My real self, the me. That means the real self and the ideal self that I told you in the last class. Okay.
So they are actually talking about our ego, right? The ego that we perceive, that we perceive as us.
Now, see, in psychology, the ego is explained by Sigmund Freud in different way. So that is not the ego here. So
No,
it is described as aham or the self. That means me. That all the innate qualities that I possess. In Sanskrit, the aham. Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am?
ये फ्रॉयड का थ्योरी तो है
Psychosexual theory. Excuse me, but isn't this aham that we are accumulating from our environment and circumstances?
Yes, and it is also hereditary traits.
Yeah, some genetic traits are there.
Yes,
some karmic
obviously.
traits are there. We are talking about Upanishads over here.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, see, actually, my point of discussion is because I'm a Buddhist monk. Okay.
Okay, okay.
And I deal with this ahang and self because our main goal is
Okay.
anatya, egoless
Okay.
personality. So that's why this.
Nice meeting you. Okay, nice meeting you. Where do you
Same
stay?
here.
Where do you stay?
I stay in Entally,
Okay.
Kolkata near Entally. There's a monastery over here. I stay over here.
Okay.
So it was a good class. I didn't get the
Thank you.
information previously because I'm a new I got a new admission over here, and sorry to say, but the IGNOU website is not totally user friendly. There are many discrepancies over there. So
So
let
one
it
thing you
be.
can do, just to
Hmm.
solve this, one thing you can do, you just take the phone numbers or WhatsApp numbers from your peers, and you can join it so that you can get the informations. And just before the class, in each and every class, I will mention you that today you have a class in this time. So definitely I will do that. And also I will present the PPTs over there. So do all these needfuls, then you will be able to just have all the information there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Ma'am,
much.
excuse me.
Yes.
You will be getting my number in this Google Meet chat. Just text me, okay? Everyone, just text me. I will be sending the link. Join as soon as possible.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
ম্যাম বলছি যে কি যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি 2019 থেকে তো সিবিসিএস যে সিস্টেমটা শুরু হয়েছে, তো মানে 2021-2020 কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার্স করলে মানে তো একটা বেসিক আইডিয়া আসবে, তাই তো? কি কেমন কোশ্চেন্স আসতে পারে? কারণ 2019 এর আগে তো
প্রশ্ন তোমরা পাবেও না, বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ, তো আগে তো সিবিসিএস ছিল না 2018 এ। ওকে ওকে ওকে। আমি
বলবো তোমরা চ্যাপ্টার গুলো ভালো করে পড়ো, go through the chapters and just solve all the answers in the just after that there is some keywords. So these are the definitions that you have to study.
Types of questions in the chapters, like pure short ones and pure essay types. So what type you are going to get, essay types or short types, or mixed?
No, there will be essay type questions in group 1. That means 10 marks, and there will be some 5 marks or 6 marks questions in group B, and in group C there will be 3 marks questions, very short. Okay.
There be choices.
So these are the 3 types of questions that you will get in the question paper.
50 marks
choices or compulsory ones?
See, there will be options, definitely. You have to select from them.
Ma'am, question paper will be to 50 marks only, I guess.
Yes, 50 marks.
50 marks. And ma'am, আরেকটা জিনিস দেখলাম কি, যে বইয়ের নিচে যে ইউনিট এন্ড কোয়েশ্চেন্স আছে, তার সঙ্গে আমি প্রিভিয়াস ইয়ারের পেপার মিলিয়ে দেখলাম কি ওখান থেকে অনেক কিছু কমন আছে। মানে ইউনিট এন্ড কোয়েশ্চেন্স গুলি আমি করছি, মানে এত কমন আছে কি মানে কিছু বলার নেই। ওগুলি ইম্পর্টেন্ট আর কি, আমি যা দেখলাম ওটাই মানে ইউনিট কভার করছে। মানে একটা কোয়েশ্চেনের উত্তর এতটাই বড় কি 1-2 ইউনিট কভার করে ফেলছে, তো সেইগুলোই ইম্পর্টেন্ট আমার যা মনে হচ্ছে। আর আমি কমনও পাচ্ছি প্রিভিয়াস ইয়ারের।
দেখো, ইগনোর কিন্তু কখনোই এটা চায় না যে স্টুডেন্টরা ফেল করুক, তাই না? ইগনোর সবসময় চাইবে যে সবাই যাতে এত সুন্দর স্টাডি মেটেরিয়াল কিন্তু তোমরা অন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে পাবে না। এত কম্প্রিহেন্সিভ, দেখেছো, এত রেফারেন্স এর মধ্যে রয়েছে, তোমরা ভাবতে পারবে না। আমি অন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতেও পড়াই, কিন্তু আমি দেখেছি এত সুন্দর স্টাডি মেটেরিয়াল কিন্তু কোথাও নেই। এবং এখানে কিন্তু মেইন অবজেক্টিভ তোমাদের যাতে প্রত্যেকে তোমরা যাতে পাস করো, তাই না? তো সেজন্য তোমরা এটা কখনোই ভাববে না যে এমন অবান্তর কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন তোমাদের দেওয়া হবে। তোমরা যে চ্যাপ্টার ভালো করে পড়বে, অনেক অপশনস থাকবে, সেই চ্যাপ্টার গুলো সিলেক্ট করে ভালো করে অ্যান্সার লিখতে পারবে, কোনো অসুবিধা হবে না।
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes.
Ma'am, as you thought that Manomaya course refers to mind or man, and Vinanamaya course which refers to intellect. So what is the difference between mind and intellect?
Intellect means the intellectual, that means the IQ level. You know IQ?
Yes, ma'am.
The
Yes, ma'am.
intelligence quotient. Okay, so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is the intellect.
Okay.
And the cognitive aspect, it mainly means the thought process, the perception, how we perceive the environment, the others, the
Okay.
memory. So these aspects of our mind. So that is the cognitive aspects.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So I will inform you before the class. You,
Okay, ma'am.
all of you join the WhatsApp group, or you can join by
ম্যাম
Google
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ
Meet
গ্রুপটা কি করে
personally.
জয়েন করব, কোথায় জয়েন করব মানে?
এখন সেটা তো আমি বলতে পারবো না, সেটা তোমার বন্ধুরা জানবে। তোমরা একটুখানি নিজেদের মধ্যে যে জয়েন করছে তাকে একটুখানি কন্ট্যাক্ট করো।
ওকে ম্যাম। ম্যাম আমি আমার একটু নাম্বার দিয়ে দিয়েছি, এবার যে ইয়ে করবে।
হ্যাঁ, অয়ন্তিকা, প্লিজ অ্যাড হিম, রুদ্র। ওকে,
হ্যাঁ, sure.
থ্যাংক ইউ এভরিবডি।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
রুদ্র, আমি তোমাকে না লিংকটা পাঠাচ্ছি,
হ্যাঁ।
চ্যাট বক্সটা একটু দেখে নাও। হ্যাঁ,
ঠিক আছে। ওকে।
আমি তোমাকে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ করে দিচ্ছি।
আমাকে একটু অ্যাড করে দিও।
ঠিক আছে। আর এক্সকিউজ মি।
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
বলছি তোমার কি আগে মুরালিধর ছিল?
মুরলীধর আমি জানি না, মুরলীধর ছিল মানে আমি ফার্স্ট ইয়ারেরই এক্সাম দিই।
আচ্ছা, চেঞ্জ হয়েছে কিছু?
আমি জানি না, আমি তো লাস্ট ইয়ার প্রবাবলি অ্যাপ্লাই করেছিলাম। ইয়েস, লাস্ট ইয়ার আমি কনফার্মেশন পেলাম, আজকে এই বছরে আমি বই পেলাম, আজকে হঠাৎ করে একটা লিংক পেলাম যে কাজ আমি জয়েন করে দেখছি, এত ব্যাপার।
ও মানে তোমার কি অ্যাসাইনমেন্টসও তো তাহলে হয়নি আই গেস?
কিছুও দেওয়া হয়নি, আমি কিছু জানি না, আমার কোনো আইডিয়াই নেই।
আমি অ্যাসাইনমেন্টস পাঠিয়ে দেবো তোমাকে।
কলকাতাতে কেন ইনফরমেশন নাওনি গো? মানে আমাদের যে রিজিওনাল সেন্টার আছে কলকাতা বিকাশ ভবনে, তুমি সেখানে কেন যাওনি? আমি কিছু ইনফরমেশন পাইনি। আমি জানুয়ারি সেশনে অ্যাডমিশন নিয়েছি, তো আমি
দেখো, আমি যখন বই আনতে গেছিলাম তোমার ওই সল্ট লেকেই আই গেস, বই আনতে আমি জিজ্ঞেস করলাম যে নেক্সট ইনফরমেশন কত, এক্সামের ডেট কি, ক্লাসে জানো, তো ওরা বললো সব মেইলে চলে আসবে। এবার আমার তো এখানে কারোকে চেনা নেই, জানা নেই, আমি তো কারোর সাথে কথাও বলতে পারছি না। তো আই ওয়াজ ওয়েটিং ফর দ্য মেল, যে আসবে হয়তো, বাট আমি কোনো মেল রিসিভই করিনি। হঠাৎ করে আজকে আমি লিঙ্ক পেয়ে সব।
ই জ্ঞান কোষেও তো মানে ম্যাটেরিয়ালস আছে।
রেজিস্ট্রেশন করেছো?
হ্যাঁ, সব ডান আমার, রেজিস্ট্রেশন করা, আমার ক্লাসেতে মানে
রেজিস্ট্রেশনটা কিন্তু রি-রেজিস্ট্রেশন কনফার্মেশন মেল এসেছে কি? আমার তো আসেনি এখন।
না, এদের অনলাইনে রেজিস্ট্রেশন এদের খুব স্লো, একদিন করলে এক মাস পরে এদের আপডেট হয়।
আমি এক বছর পর আমি করেছিলাম, সেদিনই চলে এসেছিল।
আমি এখন অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দেখলাম।
Are we going to join any Google Meet or any WhatsApp message group?
চেঞ্জ করে দেওয়া হয়েছে, এখন কোনো কলেজে আর নেই, এরকম কিছু আছে ব্যাপার? যদি কাইন্ডলি একটু
বলছি, তোমার খুব নয়েজটা বেশি আসছে, তুমি একটু কোনো ভালো জায়গায় গিয়ে কথাটা বলবে?
হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ বলো এবার।
হ্যাঁ বলছি, আমি মেদিনীপুর থেকে। তো আমি যখন অ্যাডমিশন হই গ্র্যাজুয়েশনে, তখন আমি ভর্তি হয়েছিলাম অশ্বিনী দত্ততে। যে হঠাৎ করে দেখলাম ওটা আমার মুরলীধর হয়ে গেছে। তারপরে যখন মুরলীধরে গেলাম তখন বলছে না, এখানে হবে না। তো ব্যাপারটাকে আমি বুঝতেই পারছি না।
এটা চেঞ্জ হবে আবার।
শোনো, আমারও অশ্বিনী দত্ততে ছিল, আমি কদিন আগে গিয়ে ফালতু আমাকে ঘোরা করিয়েছে।
আচ্ছা, তার মানে আমাদের এখন শেষ ঠিকানা আরসি কলকাতা, তাই তো?
কলকাতায় গেছিলাম, ঠিক আছে, এই প্র্যাকটিক্যালের ব্যাপারটা জানতে। ওরা বললো তোমাদের ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে, আর অনলাইন online classes হবে, just because Muralidhar is not conducting any practical classes, there will be only 2 practical classes. ঠিক আছে? তো সেটা এখন হয়তো অনলাইন হবে কি হতে পারে, আই এম নট শিওর অ্যাবাউট দ্যাটস
হ্যাঁ,
হোয়াট
হ্যাঁ, ওটা
ইজ।
অনলাইন হবে, অনলাইন হবে।
তো
আমাদের সব
they
ক্লাসই
said
এখন
that they will
অনলাইনে
inform
হবে।
us. হ্যাঁ, they
অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট
said that
সাবমিশনটা শুধু ইয়েতে হবে, ওই স্টাডি
problem
সেন্টারে।
is they are very slow. They don't actually inform anything. খুব শেষে আমি ওই 2 বার পেলাম এই ইনফরমেশনটাই যে এই ক্লাসেস গুলো কন্ডাক্ট হচ্ছে, নাহলে তো আমি আগেই জয়েন করতাম। দিস মাই ফার্স্ট ক্লাস।
এক্সকিউজ মি, আপনার কি বাগবাজার ওমেন্স কলেজ হয়ে গেছে?
না না না, আমার কোনো ইনফরমেশন আসেনি। আই এম স্টিল ইন মুরলীধর। তারপরে আমি
শোনো, তুমি হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে জয়েন করো, ওখানে কয়েকটা লিংক আছে, মানে কোন লিংকে গেলে আমরা কি জানতে পারবো। আমিও কিছু জানতাম না, আমি গ্রুপ থেকে লিংক গুলো পেয়েছি। ওই
আচ্ছা।
এনরোলমেন্ট নাম্বার দিয়ে নিজের অ্যাকাউন্ট লগ ইন করে ওখানে সমস্ত রকম ইনফরমেশন দেওয়া আছে।
হুম, ওকে ওকে।
আরেকটা কথা বলছি, আপনারা যদি কেউ গ্রুপ খোলেন তো প্লিজ আমাকে একটু অ্যাড করে দিবেন আমার নাম্বারে। আমি আমার নাম্বার
দেখো, তুমি
এখানে
প্রিভিয়াস
কি
মেসেজ
বেশিরভাগ
গুলো
সবাই
চেক করো,
মুরলীধর
ওখানে
কলেজের
গ্রুপ
মধ্যে কি
লিংক
স্টাডি
মেবি
সেন্টার
দেওয়া
পড়েছে?
আছে।
ঠিক আছে, ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
I have written my number in the message. Please add me to a group. Anyone.